Actually, it's very, very new to me. What I know is very, very less than this number you quoted. Maybe that's why we want to withdraw this report to go and to go through. We correct ourselves, inshallah, if you allow that and granted this.
Mr. Chairman, and your few members to be frank and to be fair to Nigerians. To be frank, if we are ready, as a chairman, you have no reason that you say you don't know single kobo that is spent, waste, hide, or steal in the agency. You don't have that reason, chairman. You must know them. That was why you are here as a chairman of the commission, and you are an executive chairman. And if you want to have fair to reduce, it's not all what we are going to do. All this expenditure, you have to put them into consideration. When you say per person per day, you are a total of $425. Averagely, Nigerian money, 600,000 per day. And you will spend nothing less than 40 days or 30 days minimum. Minimum 30 days, highest 40 to 45 days. Is that not? And this is not only the allowance. We have so many allowances idea. It's not only this. As I said, like the telephones, this and that, all are there. If we didn't reduce the cost of your operation, there is no way that we can have it possible. We are your friends. Whatever you want, come to us, let us know. We can repeal your law and put it into consideration. You know what spending most, as I said, this money is not belong to the government. This 2025 Hajj, government did not give us anything, Nigerians. This expenditure being paid from the farmers' money. It's from farmers' money. And one, because you are entitled or you have an opportunity to work as a head or whatever, you go there and they are collecting millions of naira on the sake of the farmer. Is that possible? If we are just judging, we are not ready to make changes. If we are ready to make changes, let's start from you people. Let's from the chairman, commissioner, down to the ladder. That was why you see, we as a honorable members, we know what is happening, but we don't want to put you body simply because of all this kind of death. So if you want to change, let's change. Let's make it together. Whatever you want to amend, come to us as your members. We are ready for you to make some amendments so that we are here. You will not be that good. And it will continue. It will continue. So let's start from now so that we can reduce the cost price from the head down to the ladder. So, Mr. Chairman, by your directive, before we go to executive session, I think we need to allow the operation to answer some of our questions so that, no, there is one thing in custom. When people are on camera, when you ask questions, you have to go on executive session, they will be thinking otherwise. If there is a way that they can clean their hand, let them clean their hand, Nigeria will. So that we go to I think that's better for us. Let us give you chance. Anywhere that we ask, you see it's not okay with you. Let's answer it so that we should forget about it. And then Allah, if you are a better person, you can help them as an accountant. Help them so that, because even, so let's keep it there aside. Continue.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Why do you come late?
Mr. Chairman, can I go ahead, sir?
Go ahead.
Okay, I want to take it from the last statement I made The issue of the archfare, sir. I want to tell you categorically that we have tried as much as possible to make it fair for our pilgrims. Hajj services has not changed, as in the amount of whatever the Saudi is charging. Those services are not changed. And we have touched the area of some services like Mishai. Last year, for 2025, we paid 4,050 riyal. For this year, we agreed to pay 3,900. And we have been very careful, because if you reduce further, Saudi company will not tell you that they will not do it. They will collect the money from you, but you will see it on the service they render to you. So we are very careful in doing much reduction. So we reduced to 3,009. We come back to the issue of exchange rates. We have agreed, instead of the 1,550 we adopted in the first place, we have even reduced it to 1,484 to further reduce the arch fare. We are in talk with the airline, but they are still saying that even the one they managed for last year, they just managed that fare, that they don't think they will be able to reduce it. So the only way we can reduce from there is to talk to our aviation agencies, which we have done, to reduce some of their charges. They are charging those airlines. So if they can reduce it, definitely we get a further reduction on the arch fare. I will now come back to the issue of the revenue of the commission. We only derive our revenue majorly from registrations. Registration of Umrah license, registration of Hajj license, registration of service providers, and from the airlines. No direct charges to the pilgrims. Whatever the pilgrims are paying is onward transfer to the IBAN account for purchase of those services. So the figure people are seeing on our is remittance from the state. It's not for our spending. As they are remitting to us, we forward it to the central bank. Central bank will forward it, get dollar and send it to our Saudi account, onward to the transfer to the IBAN account. And the IBAN account, you cannot access cash or whatever from the IBAN account. It's meant for services. So we are not spending or charging directly the pilgrims. No. We only get revenue from the service providers. So that's why we are not, but like the tour operators now, what we charge is equivalent of $100 per the number of pilgrims they are going with. Those are the only ones that we can say we charge per pilgrims. So, but the state, no direct charges to the pilgrims. No direct charges. We only charge our service providers. That's on the issue of the revenue. Then, sir, the issue of this report that we are pleading that we should get it back. If you look at it, a report without actual will mislead us. It's misleading. Some of these figures we are quoting, for example, the vehicle they quoted, people will think maybe we have purchased vehicle, we have not purchased single vehicle. Our vehicles we are using right now in Saudi have been purchased since 2009. Most of them are no more serviceable. Have been purchased since 2009. And those are the vehicles we are still using today. What the figure is, we propose that we want to overhaul our vehicles over there, including the ambulances. So that was it's still a proposal. But because the actual is not in the report, you will believe that we have expended it. So that's why there is need for us to come back the report so that actuals will be added, actuals column will be added to the spending on all the spending. So that is on the.
Honorable Commissioner,
Yes,
please,
sir.
as a layman, I need more clarification. This report came from Ghana.
Yes, sir.
First and foremost, you are to produce the actual. You did not. That is one. Whereby Nigeria will be thinking maybe that is one. Finally, when you came with a proposal, take it as a layman, me and you, we engage ourselves. When you ask me to do this work, buy me this fan that is working here before you. If you agree, I will purchase it at a rate of 200 naira and take it to you as a boss, and you approve.
Yes, sir.
And the sign. The president has fully signed.
Yes, sir.
And you're coming back to the National Assembly. There is also that this will be balanced. That maybe I went because of understanding that I have in between me and you, I got it lower than 150 naira. So this is your balance. Have you do that?
That's why we are calling for the retrieve of the report.
I think we need more. I don't know.
Mr. Chairman, we have agreed that the report is not, it doesn't speak to all our activities. That's why we are saying that, please let us retrieve it and go and add all these things you are asking for, sir.
When you see the practice and code, you show the actual. That
the actual is there.
And you agree with the practice and code?
That is the actual. The accountant.
But there is no much difference between 2024 and 2025.
But the actual is still very important, sir.
Yeah?
The actual is still very important, sir. Even if it is cover difference.
There is no much difference between the actual of 2024 and the cover.
But Mr. Chairman, even if it is cover, the actual is still very important.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. So
what of the other? Let's say
the issue of they mentioned the issue of lead company. How did we get to? They are tour operators. They are private operators. So even this year, we asked them to go and select among them the 10 lead company requested by the Saudi authority. So they selected the 10 and forwarded those names to us. So the issue of procurement has nothing to do with tour operators. They are private tour operators. So that's on the tour operators. So we are not the one that are selecting. They selected the lead company by themselves and they submitted the names to us and we forwarded it to the Saudi Ministry of Haji and Umrah. So on the issue of selection of airlines, we normally do it with the PPP. Last year, 2025 Hajj, we shortlisted 4 companies: Max Air, Air Peace, Flynas, and UMSA. So because of the time when we discovered that the Saudi calendar is very close to us, and they have promised us that this year, no 1 second will not be added to deadline. So we have to we wrote to PPP that instead of us going back, overhauling all the process again, doing advert, we spend money again, based on the performance of the 4 airlines. And I thank God that one of our honorable members mentioned it, commended the air lifting of 2025, both in and out of Saudi Arabia. So we now decide to, let's engage the 4 based on their performance. So what we just do, we write PPP for waiver, so that we just add an addendum to the existing contract. Maybe the area we think we need to add to it. So we are maintaining the 4 airlines we used in 2025 based on their excellent performance. So that's what we did, and we informed BPP on it. We are working together on the selection of airlines. Then the issue of blacklisted or service provider that I mentioned that House of Reps blacklisted. I never said that. You know, all this online news, a lot. I've stopped reading it. I won't lie to you. Because a lot of lies in those names. What we said at the investigative panel, Mr. Chairman, you are there. When the tour operators came boldly to blacklist, they blacklisted Haji. That it's bad. That you should tell us, you should compel us not to use them again. They said a lot of things against Haji. So what now happened? They now came to now submit the name of Haji as their service provider. I said no. Yes, sir.
If you want to be a judge, you have to hear from the both sides. Since we are here with us, those associations, whom they are always us here. I will ask Clark to call them now. Immediately when we are done here, we meet in office with them. Let's hear from them and hear from you, so that we can try this to become an end. Even yesterday they were here.
No, Mr. Chairman, sir, I beg to say this. The neck of our own, they are creating a lot of problems. I will say it boldly.
So let's keep it. If they come, let's talk, let's interact. They are human beings like every other one here. Let's hear from them, let's hear from you, so that we can track this issue to become a Bible.
But, sir, this thing is on news. And the meeting we are going there to do will not be on news. That's why I'm saying it out. It's already on news. So the meeting we are going to do now, there will be no news to cover it. So how will I now respond to what is already on the news? That's why I'm explaining.
Let me give you 1 minute response. Or if any other thing that you need to just say it, so that we can close this chapter and wait for them. Clark call them for us. Anywhere that they should appear before 20 minutes next. Continue.
So that's what I'm saying. They came with the Haji. I said, NACON will not work with the Haji, because you came to the National Assembly boldly. You presented a paper. You blacklisted this company, that we are using that company to siphon, to do this, to do that. So why are you now coming back with the company that we should? I said no. I said boldly that no. The issue of that company has been a thing of past, because at the National Assembly you reported, blacklisted that company. Why are you coming with the company now? That's what we said. We never said that National Assembly, by what? Is it by directive or by official communication? I don't know. So that's on that. So okay. I think all others has to do with the report. And since we are retrieving the report, I think there is no need to go.
You are not being given, when you are not allowed. So are you giving waiver by yourself?
Sorry.
That we have to deliberate.
Sorry,
and put
sir.
a question. If they agree, it's a different issue. Then we can go to executive session for any other thing. No, I think he has done with the question. Okay. Citizens and famous, do you agree that we should keep the present report being put in place to go and review? Do you agree or not? Yes. Those who agree say yes. Yes. Those who did not, those who are not accept say nay. The ayes have it. If you are done with your submission, let's go to executive session. Then we should put another day for bringing the news. Because what we know, whatever you put there, you have to consider 2024. They are going together. Nothing you can. But since you request, I don't think there is any other thing you can do. But let's give you that privilege. Thank you. Can someone move for adjournment in this meeting to the executive session? Okay.
I'm Jafar Muhammad Shatiman Bargu. I represent Bargu Agrofair Constituency. I'm Chairman Committee on Muslim Pilgrimage.
So you met with the Commission of Muslim Pilgrimage today. What is the outcome of your meeting?
Definitely, I have to thank Almighty Allah by giving me this kind of opportunity that we deliberate so much on the issue of Haji fairs. Haji fair, it has become an issue. It is always skyrocketing year by year, and we have to dig the root of the problem of the Hajj fair, right from the top to the ladder, to down to the ladder, simply because of they submitted their report. We saw their offshore budget, expenses, expenditure, and so on. It's something that is questionable. We have to call them to come and defend themselves, which we have tried as much as possible to come on the same page. But still, we are going to put another day because there are some issue that is not yet resolved. But God grace, I have thanked my committee member for putting their head together to support me to ensure smooth running of this kind of meeting has gone to an end very well.
So will you be looking for opportunity of making sure that the cost of going to Hajj is not going up again, as it is about over 8 million to go to Hajj?
Definitely, I could recall from the directive by Mr. President, we are still waiting to hear good Hajj fare, but it's not yet out simply because of one thing or the other. But we are doing this to reduce cost implication of and the expenditure of the principal offices and the entire staff, and all in all, so that it can reduce. Because if I could remember, last year there was no support from the government. Whatever they spend it from the participant or from the Nigerian corpus or on the pilgrimage corpus. So we need to use this medium to ensure that it has come down before Mr. President directives come out.
The commission, do you see any other thing in their document submitted? Is the document submitted acceptable by your committee?
Yes, we deliberate, and it's one of our responsibility at National Assembly. We are saddled with the responsibility of oversighting, checkmating, and scrutinizing their budget, which there are some gray areas that we are not okay with it, which we publicly open it up to them, and they are willing to go and make some amendment so that we should come at the same page.
Thank you so much, Honorable.
Yeah.